Hey, my name is Madeline Underwood, and I'm going to do my presentation today over the economic inequality in the United States. Okay, so this is just kind of a history background here of poverty in the United States. So we have the highest poverty rate per institutions of social policies that limit the opportunities for moving out of poverty than other industrialized countries. So what this means is that once you are in poverty in the United States, it is really hard to climb out of that boat that you're in. Low-income workers in the United States make less than low-income workers of other industrialized countries. Other countries have stronger unions, they have higher minimum wages, and they have a lot of better benefits. They also have the social safety net for families that are going through maternity leave. They have family leave for different reasons. They have universal health care and child care for their children. So here you can see I have found a map that shows the poverty rate for the United States. I want to say this was from 2017. So it shows, you can see the different areas in each state of their percentage of people living in poverty. Okay, so people in poverty. So the book described this as a heterogeneous group of people. So what this means is that poverty does not discriminate. There are people in every race, ethnicity, every kind of culture. There's people from everywhere in poverty. So everyone also reacts different to poverty. So there's people that have been in poverty their whole life since they were born. They don't know anything other than being poor. So they're used to that situation. They know what they need to do. But then there's also people that have made different decisions throughout their life that actually led to them being placed in poverty in that situation, and they can react very badly when it comes to that and not know how to handle it. I feel like this can lead to a lot of drug problems to be able to compensate for what they're feeling of how they got where they are. So I have a few pictures here of people in poverty. A lot of this is homeless people. So racial and ethnic inequality. So in this topic, I want to talk about that equality is an important American value. We are taught it all throughout school about equality and how to treat everybody as if they're the same color, because we all bleed red. But in America, true equality has not been reached. There's always discrimination towards a specific race, a specific culture, gender, age. There's always inequality that's there in America. We have not truly reached that point. People of color are more likely to be in lower paying jobs, and this correlates back to their family history. Like I said, that people that are in poverty, they normally don't know anything different other than what they see on TV. If their mom was poor, their grandpa was poor, their great-grandpa was poor, none of their family has ever achieved a high school diploma. It's going to be very hard for them to be able to achieve that, because once they reach the age that they're able to drop out of school legally, they're gonna most likely take that route so that they can help pay bills for their family and help do what they see that they need to for their family, or that their parents think they need to do. So discrimination against different races contributes to lower academic achievement and education attainment. So a lot of times this discrimination towards races or ethnicities, it can lead to them not being able to achieve as academically as much as they could if they were not being discriminated against, as well as education attainment. So a lot of times they don't reach that high school diploma, or they have no expectations of being able to go to college, even if they do get that high school diploma. So gender inequality, this is a big thing in media now. But I feel like America has made a big step towards being more equal in gender roles. but we still have a long ways to go. Women often earn less and are more likely to suffer from poverty than any other group. So women of color suffer the most. So this comes from the perception of what a woman is supposed to do, that they're supposed to be at home, they're supposed to raise the children, they're supposed to clean. A lot of times men have a hard time getting that picture out of their head, and it causes there to be that inequality there. And as far as education, a lot of times if a woman or a girl is pregnant in high school and has to drop out, a lot of times they never actually go back and get their GED or go to college because they are now in that poverty role where they're having to find a job to be able to pay for that child and support the child. Age inequality, so the highest incidence of poverty occurs for young people. I would say this has to do with their frontal lobe. Young people, teenagers, their frontal lobes aren't all haven't fully developed, so they have they're more likely to make those decisions without thinking them through. And a few bad decisions can leave you broke with no money, no job, and you're stuck in that role, in that social status until you can find a way out, or a lot of times you're just stuck there for life. And then children's class status depends on their families. So a lot of times little children, they have no control over what social status they're in. And a lot of discrimination goes on with that. And so when they do finally reach an age where they can work a job and contribute towards money for their family, they often skip school and then drop out of school to be able to work those jobs. So this is where I cited the book where I got all of my information from. Thank you for listening today.